Welcome to New Strength. I'm Christina Cook-Lee. New Strength is a daily devotional offering hope and encouragement to people who are trying to get and stay free from depression and or dependency. I would encourage you to read along with me. If you're viewing directly on YouTube, check the description area below the screen for instructions on how you can. Thanks for joining me. Our topic is learning from our mistakes. The focus, receiving your degree and failure management. The scripture, Romans chapter 5, verse 10 from the New King James Version of the Bible. For if when we were enemies, we were reconciled to God through the death of his Son, much more having been reconciled, we shall be saved by his life. Do you have any idea what an amazing future lies ahead of you if you choose it? Sure, there is a path of destruction behind you, but the destruction can be eternal history from this point forward. Imagine a line drawn in the sand at today, and the future becoming completely different than the past, in a good way. It's not that you want to forget the past, not at all. There is an incredible wealth of lesson material there. It might not seem that valuable to you right now, but in the future, you will put it to good use. Try not to block it all out of your mind, even if you don't want to think about it. Just file it away for reference. At the right time, you'll be able to draw from that well. All of the bad stuff will be turned into hard-won wisdom in time, if you look at it that way. When you've had a lot of disappointments, failures, and setbacks, you might want to just move on and forget about all the mess behind you. But if you look at the past like a school, you can attach value to the lessons you've learned. Think of every failure as coursework and attach a credit to it as though it was a class you took to gain a particular kind of knowledge you couldn't get out of a book. You might estimate the classes you've taken and find you have a master's degree or even a doctorate in failure management. You've learned a lot by going through all you have, things other people might still be trying to learn, haven't learned yet, or may never learn. If you look at each experience with the right attitude, you won't have to go back and repeat any of those lessons again. You can only start looking at the past as valuable when you are finally ready to leave it there. If you dwell on it and continue to repeat the same mistakes, you will be stuck. When you are living in the now, and your mind is back there somewhere, you're not connected with yourself. You need to pull your mind out of the past and let it catch up to the present so you can move forward. With all you've experienced, you might have some sense of hopelessness because of the bridges burned and the many regrets you have about the way things went for you. Try not to be so focused on that either. Yes, it's sad when you have had a lot of history you can't rewrite, but if you can just put it away, you'll do better. You don't want to forget it or dwell on it, just put it away. There is such an epidemic of depression and dependency in the world. You've been out there and done that. You're on your way to a more stable place where you'll be able to turn all of this around and use it to help others. Helping others may not seem all that exciting to you right now when you can barely get through a day of your own life, but down the road a bit, you will remember this as you're faced with someone who is at a point of need. When you're able to draw from that well you dug somewhere back there, you will have a higher respect for where you have been and the resources you've stored up, which will always be available to you. You will be able to relate to that person and give them life-saving hope and encouragement because of your master's degree or doctorate in failure management. At times you feel like you'll never get over the pain of your mistakes, but you will. The key is to stop reliving them. You also have trouble believing there could be a better future, but there is. You wonder why so many things didn't turn out the way you had hoped they would. But there is a reason. It's hard feeling like such a failure, but you're not alone. More people than you can imagine are working on their failure management degree. They all wonder about the same things. Some of them will stay in school and graduate. Others will drop out or keep failing courses. They will miss their chance for a degree and continue going in the wrong kind of circles for the rest of their life. Having a degree in failure management is respectable in the right kind of circles. You might be surprised who some of the alumni have been. Some of those who graduated have gone on to high levels of success in a wide variety of admirable fields. They may have even found their amazing opportunity because the person doing the interview saw in them the qualities of an overcomer. And that's just the kind of person the employer was looking for. You have a future which can be as bright as the promises of God, who is the president of the university. He knows your history and is willing to give you his recommendation. With his help, you can't lose. Declaration: I will find new strength by viewing my past mistakes as course material toward my degree in failure management. I will value the investment I have made in my education and trust God to unfold the bright future He has prepared for me. Thanks for taking the time to listen. I would really appreciate it if you would like this segment, and if you wouldn't mind, please share it with someone else who might also benefit from it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the New Strength Devotional channel on YouTube or on WordPress, and then a link will come to you every day in your email with a segment like this. And if you're already a subscriber, I'll look forward to meeting with you again tomorrow. My prayer is that you will find new strength day by day and endless blessings. I'm Christina Cook Lee.